I don't know about you guys, but it's looking more and more like NetherRealm's next game is going to be Injustice 3. So, with that being said, first of all, I love the Injustice franchise. I love it. I love DC. You guys see behind me. I love all DC superheroes and all that kind of stuff. So, I love Injustice. And so, but there are also some things I don't like about Injustice. So, I'm going to be going over the things that I do and do not want to return, like mechanic-wise, for Injustice 3.
Take it one step at a time.
Subscribe here for more Injustice, Mortal Kombat, fighting game content, all the good stuff, and let's get into it. One of the biggest things that I think makes Injustice stand out as a fighting game and stand away from Mortal Kombat, as they're the same developers, NetherRealm, is Injustice has character traits. So they only have 3 attack buttons, but the 4th attack button that normally would be an attack button is actually a character trait button. So like, for Batman, you get the mechanical bats around you can do stuff with. For Green Lantern, you enhance your Green Lantern abilities. Superman gets better lasers. Aquaman can like slip out of combos. They're all really unique to the character. And I think that needs to stay because, again, that's kind of like what makes the identity almost of Injustice is like they have their own character traits. It's kind of like what stands out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of wish that Mortal Kombat also did stuff like that. I would love to see some more character specific traits in Mortal Kombat characters, like if Raiden had his electric stuff going on and Scorpion with the fire, Sub-Zero with the ice. You get the idea. There's so many ways they could do character specific traits, and I think and I want them to keep that for Injustice 3. To tack on another thing that I do want to see return that I'm surprised they haven't done in a minute. They did it in Mortal Kombat 11, but that is Premier Skins, because this is a great way for them to add more characters to the game without wasting character slots, you know? So like for an example, Injustice 2 had Superman, but they also had Bizarro. So it's like, they're different characters, but rather than waste a slot, you could just add a Premier Skin to Superman, but now you're playing Bizarro. That's cool because even the name on the HUD, that changes, your interactions change, the voices changed. Green Lantern had Hal Jordan and John Stewart, so rather than have 2 different Green Lanterns, you could just play as Green Lantern, but then you had Premier Skins again. They had different voice lines, they had different interactions, and it was really cool. So I would love to see more come into play. I mean, sure, you could probably make Ocean Master 1 for Aquaman. You could probably do Batman Beyond for Batman. You know, they did a lot of stuff in Mortal Kombat 11 as well. They had like Killer Croc for Baraka. They had the Batman Who Laughs as Joker. They had a lot of really cool ones. And that is so cool because it's like not just a skin. You're almost playing a different character, but not really. And then you have more slots open for way different characters, and I like that a lot. So I think they should bring back Premier Skins for Injustice 3. Now, something that I think is the identity of Injustice that I actually don't like compared to like other fighting games, and I know you might argue, oh no, but this has to stay because it's what makes Injustice, but I don't like it, is the way that the 2-bar health system works because it carries over between rounds. So you have the silver bar, the red bar. If I am winning, for an example, I take your entire silver bar down, then half your red bar. By that time, basically when the round restarts, you don't get your health back like you would for like round 2 in Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or whatever. Like you are now way behind. You know, so now as my opponent, you have to take down my silver bar and my red bar before you'd win the game. Whereas for me, as like the aggressor right now, all I gotta do is take down half your red bar and you're gone, you're dead. So it's like, it makes for awesome comebacks. But in any other fighting game, you know, I take your health bar down, okay, boom, round is over, round 2, we're both back to the same health. But in Injustice, round 2 starts, nope, I have 2 health bars, you have 1. And I don't think that's super fair. I would like to see some kind of change to the health bar system. That's just me. Something that I do want to return that I don't think is too overpowered or broken, that I think they do very well, is stage transitions. Now, Injustice isn't the only fighting game that does stage transitions. Guilty Gear, I love Guilty Gear. They do the same thing too. They have wall splats, wall breaks that also do a stage transition that also give the person that did the stage transition some kind of benefit, whether that be like more bar gain, more speeds, whatever it may be. Maybe they do something like that to also be part of Injustice 3. Like, still do stage transitions. I think that's the main thing. I want them to make a return. I love the back threes. I love that you can do stuff with that and then also put into a stage transition. They can also be put into combos. So like, I'm in a combo and then you're high enough, I do back three, boom, stage transition to be part of the combo. Oh yeah, that is really cool. I would like to see something changed about them though. Like maybe the stage transitions have a way to like end the round. So like for an example, if I hit you with a back three and during the stage transition, you would be like, you die, you lose the game. Maybe if you're in Atlantis and the giant shark is eating you as part of the stage transition, what if it just like eats you like right there because the game is over? Like that'd be kind of cool. Like have like ways that during the transition the game could end if the health bars fit it, or yeah, maybe the opponent or like the aggressor who did the stage transition or started it has some form of benefit for doing the transition. I don't know. There's a lot of cool ways you could do that kind of thing rather than just make it a damaging stage transition. I want to see more things on top of it, give it more depth and give it more like features. I would love that. I know we've heard a lot of people talk about this part and I agree with it. I don't want to see the heavy projectile meta make a return. And again, we've heard it from everybody else. They didn't really, in Injustice 2, they didn't really make a way for us as the opponent who's getting zoned out. They didn't really make a way for us to deal with that super well. So if you're getting zoned out, you're not playing a zone heavy character, it makes it really hard to deal with. And the screen, as we all know, is zoomed out a bit more than what we're used to from Mortal Kombat and whatnot. So you have a further distance to go if you want to get in close, like most characters, most fighters do. But if you're getting zoned out by a dead shot or whatever, it is very hard to get in. So if they're going to allow a projectile heavy meta, they have to also implement a anti-projectile mechanic of some kind that's very effective. You know, like sure, make it cost heavy and whatever to like make you deal with it, but like at least give me the option. Because for an example, in Mortal Kombat 1, whether you hate cameos or not, Sub-Zero cameo is one of the best anti-zone cameos. And almost in a matter of an instant, you can become, with ice armor, you can become projectile invulnerable. So if you're getting zoned out by a Shang Tsung, a Homelander, a Liu Kang, whatever, when you lose, okay, you lost, and you know they're not going to change their habits, so just change to Sub-Zero cameo, and now their whole game plan is done. You know how many times I've changed when I fight a sector and they're just zoning me out? I changed to Sub-Zero cameo, and I know their brain just like checked out. They're like, wait, what do I do? How do I actually fight up close? And then I come back and win because like I just stopped their zoning. So sure, if they're going to implement a projectile heavy meta again, just give us an option. And if you don't give us the option to deal with it, don't even bother making projectile heavy characters, you know? Another thing, kind of like with stage transitions that I think make Injustice is clashes. We kind of saw the blueprint for that in Mortal Kombat 1 with the intros, but clashes I thought were a great way to kind of do a breaker, but also in that same sense, you can hear a cool interaction between the characters, but then also you can choose to spend your bar and the opponent can also spend their bar to like stop this. But if you have more bar, because Injustice is 4 bars, if you spend more bars than your opponent, you gain health back. So Clash Breaker, get more armor, get more health, and now you have a way better chance for a comeback rather than, compared to just doing a breaker and going back to neutral. So I would love for clashes specifically, whether you rework it or not, make it better. But whether you bring them back as is or not, bring clashes back. Kind of tagging along with the projectile heavy meta, there wasn't awesome defense mechanics in Injustice. Like there was a lot of aggression. There's a lot of like rewards and ways to kind of get in or zone and like just be that aggressor. But there wasn't a lot of defensive options. If you've played other fighting games, Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, whatever, there's a lot of defensive mechanics to help you breaker or burst or get the opponent off of you or follow this defense and take no chip or whatever. We need more options. I want to have more depth. And the biggest one I can think of is defensive options for Injustice. Like we have to have ways to Clash is one of them, but give us more. I can't think of anything right now, but we need more ways to get in, ways to be aggressive, sure, but we need more ways to defend. We need more ways as we're just getting pushed in the corner. What can we do? We just need more options. I don't know about you guys, but I do like some of the interactables, like stage interactions in Injustice. They brought some of them to Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, MK11. I'm down for that. Like keep that. But on the flip side of this, don't bring back the unblockables because that is just too frustrating. Like I bring back interactables, don't bring back unblockables. I want to like swing and get across the map. I want to jump off the dumpster. I want to maybe light this on fire and it does something if it hits, or if it be part of the combo. I love doing a combo and then kicking my opponent to the background and they bounce back and I continue the combo from there. That is so cool and it looks clean as hell. So bring interactables back, but please, for the love of everything, don't bring unblockables back, especially if the unblockables are only for strong characters. Superman, Aquaman, Green Lantern. But if I'm playing Batman, Catwoman, and whatever, and I can't use those, and I'm fighting a Superman that can, especially an unblockable that you can use over and over again, oh no. No, do not bring those back. Now, the biggest part that I think they absolutely have to bring back that I was a big fan of is the customization they had. It's just so good. You had the headpiece, the chest piece, the legs, the arms, and then like the actual weapon they had or whatever it was. You can customize all that, change the color for the skin. The customization was so cool. I never fought a character, Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Green Lantern. I never fought any of them that looked the same. It was just really cool to have that level of customization because it makes your character feel unique. Now, I think there's an argument to be made of let's not give the customization gear like stats. Like I don't want to absolutely have to choose this headpiece because it gives my character way more power. Thus my combos do way more damage. And even in casual play, like because it was allowed in casuals in Injustice 2, it still made like I'm trying to go online and play some casuals, some quick play, but I'm trying out a new character and someone's playing their Superman that has maxed out armor, so they're just gonna pop me in one combo. You know, like that's even in casuals because it was allowed. Even in casuals, it wasn't fun to deal with. So like, let's just have the characters as is. Let's just have them as they are, but keep the customization so I can make my Aquaman look the way that I want to make him look, you know? These are just some things that I want to see and don't want to see return for Injustice 3 because, again, I think that's the next game. So with that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you, mechanic-wise, want to see make a return for Injustice, and what do you not want to see make a return? Subscribe here for more content, guys. Have a great night. Be safe out there. Take it one step at a time, and I will see you in the next video and or stream.